This video here, we had, if you go back in some of our old videos, you can see some bits and pieces of the way we make kits, and you're always seeing us doing some welding and cutting, but we've never really shown a start to finish.
Yeah, we hadn't really dove into some details of how all this stuff comes together.
It's not glamorous by any means, but we figured we would show the whole process of how we build a kit from start to finish. Y'all have seen in one of the older videos our jig here. All it is a 1987 van that we cut the frame section out of, flipped it over, and welded it to the table. And then we made this piece here to simulate the leaf springs when we put them on the jig, and it just goes right in here, and that simulates the leaf springs, so we know where to weld the spring hangers and the shackle mounts on the rear. We had a van in here that we made 4-wheel drive. We did everything off of that van. Then we took the kit.
Yep.
We cut the frame section out from under the van, welded it to the table, and then we took the kit and bolted it to this so we could make the other pieces for the jig, so we could simulate the leaf springs and the engine cradle. So
it was many nights and days of measurements, making sure stuff was square, making sure everything was right. So when anything's bolted to this jig here, it's going to be 100% right and square when you go to bolt it up under your van.
I'm glad you said that, because when you buy our kit, you're not just buying the metal and the kit. You're paying for, like Seth said, all the hours that we spent down here in the shop getting everything right, and all the mistakes we made to make sure everything is right when you bolt it on your van.
And this is actually about I would say the second and a half kind of version of this jig, as we've even went back and modified a few things to make it where when we, like I said, go back and everything's placed right in place. This jig has gone through some changes to make it even better. So now when you get a kit, it's
always evolving on how to do it. Yeah, and I just want to add one thing too. If y'all have been following the channel for a while, you remember Ivan was very instrumental when we started the channel, and he was also a big part of helping us develop and getting this kit to where it is today. He had his hand in building several of these kits, so also we don't want to forget Ivan and give a shout out to him. He's still a part of us, and you will still see some of him in the future. We've already cut a few of the pieces out already. Couple of pieces that we cut out, we call them the wings that go on our engine cradle. These are the pieces that bolt on. They bolt on here on the jig that gets the engine cradle. Once we got a piece of angle iron that goes here, then that goes there. We weld it together, and all these pieces that we have, we use the stock holes that bolt into the van. So when you take your van, the 2-wheel drive out from your van, save all your bolts, because those bolts are going to be used to bolt the kit back on. You only have to drill, I think
it's only 2 holes?
2 or 3 holes.
We'll find out when we go to build this kit today.
When you put the kit on your van, you only have to drill 2 or 3 holes on the van. Everything else uses the stock existing holes. These templates, I did finally have to make another template the other day for what we call the wings. We had used it so much, it was time to replace it. And they're nothing fancy. They're just pieces of cardboard that we cut out.
Big construction.
These are the gussets here that we cut out, and these are the cardboard templates we've used since day one. They've stood the test of time, and it's every kit that's been gone out of this shop that these these are the cardboard pieces that I mark them down on the middle and cut them out. Some of the pieces that we use are pieces that we buy from a company that makes them for us, because honestly, these spring hangers that we use, we cannot make. We can make them, but we can't make them as cheap as what we can buy them and make them look as neat as what these are once we finish the kit. And these are the pieces that go here, that bolt on the kit here. This is one of the parts that the kit simulates the leaf springs. So we know when we weld this on, it's lined up at the right spot when we weld it onto the plate. So that's one of the pieces that we buy that we can't make. We have the shackles made because we can't make them as cheap as what we can buy them and make them look this neat. This is the engine cradle we buy. It's a universal engine cradle by Transdap. We buy this and then we adapt it to the kit when we weld it on here, and we'll show you when we start making the kit, we'll show you how we cut that and weld it on. But that's basically meats and potatoes of how we get started on the kit. And I think the rest of the video is just going to be kind of a montage of us drawing the stuff out, cutting it, you grinding it, cleaning it up, and Seth does all the welding and him welding the kit up. I do all the cutting, he does all the grinding and welding. We get it all raw metal, he'll get it out, clean it up, paint it up, and we'll ship it out to you.
So we can get to work.
We'll get everything working and get suited up and start cutting stuff. All right, and we're over here at the plasma table. I'm getting ready to draw out the front plate. This is what we use, the template that we've used. We've had a couple variations of it since we started, but this is our template that we use for the front plate. And what I do is I just I lay it down on the metal, trace it out, and then we take the plasma cut. We cut everything out by hand. We don't have a fancy plasma table or any kind of laser jet or anything. We do it 100% by hand. Put this down and start tracing it out and cut it out. I don't know if you'll enjoy it or not, but we're going to show you how we do it. There's the front plate. Got all the holes marked. Seth will take it over there and he'll drill all the holes that need to be drilled and cut off the slag off the back, clean it up. And while he's doing that, I'll cut the other small pieces that go on and go start bumping that up and getting ready to weld it all up. All right, now I'm tracing out. These are the pieces. I've just cut this one out and gave it to Seth and getting ready to trace this one out. These are the pieces that go, the front plate will weld to this, and then those spring hangers, we weld them to that, so it'll make it all one piece on the kit. That's what I'm tracing out now, cutting out, and then the next thing I'll cut will be, we'll show you how we do that, these templates here, how we cut the end riggers. I'll get that beam and show you how we do that. All right, this is the part, getting ready to cut these, what we call the end riggers out. And when I was trying to figure this out when I was making the kit, this was one of the things I kind of struggled with figuring out the best way to do it, because the frames on the vans, it goes straight and then it kicks out like this. And it's exactly at the point where the leaf springs hit. So we had to come up with a way that we could have an end rigger that hit the frame at the angle, but this piece was still straight. So the best thing we could come up with, we always talk about our buddies at OK Recycling. If it wasn't for them, we wouldn't be able to do what we do. This is one of the reasons, because being at their recycle yard, we're able to get the metal from them at a heck of a deal, and it's all brand new metal. What it is mostly just stuff that a big company has bought a lot of new metal, and what they didn't use on their particular job was left over, and we get to buy it at a deal. It's still brand new metal, but OK helps us out with that. And we were over there one day and I saw these beams, and I thought that right there might work. So what we did, we came up with this pattern here. It's just a curved pattern to go around these beams, and what that does, it allows us to be able to weld down the side of the frame and then have the top piece for this spring hanger, the shackle hanger, to sit on. So when this piece, I'll show you when it's cut out. This is what this welds to get that end rigger inside the frame, so we could get the leaf springs to line up with the front spring hanger. So that's what I'm getting ready to do. I'm going to mark this out and cut it, and I'll show you what they look like when we get done, and then when we put them on the jig, you'll see what I'm talking about. But this was probably the toughest thing to come up with to get it the right way so it would work. So that's what I'm doing now. All right, we got everything cut out. Seth has got most everything cleaned up. Got one more piece to clean up. You got all the holes drilled.
All the holes drilled, front plates already bolted up to the jig.
So here's all the components of the kit. You saw the front plate. He's already got it, like he said, bolted up. Now what we'll do is we just start putting the stuff on the jig, and he starts welding it up. These pieces here, this is just passenger side, driver side.
This one goes on this side right here.
Anyway, these pieces here, they will go here, and you can see we got a slight bend, so we'll put these in the press and bend them down. And like I was saying, these are all the factory holes that's two-wheel drive stuff bolted onto. Everything on the front are factory holes with the exception of these three holes here. You just have to lay the plate up there, drill them through just for extra measure. But we'll put these in the press, bend this down so it'll meet that contour. Then Seth will put them on here, weld those on. Then spring hangers. These spring hangers will weld onto here like this. This is where your leaf springs go. So he'll get them all welded on. The pieces that I was talking about, that outriggers, they will go back here. And the reason, what I was talking about, the way this frame comes straight and then it bends. So we needed some way to be straight here. So that's why we cut these pieces out. They go here. We got marks on the jig to where they go. What'll happen, these will weld here for when you're, how many shackles? Yeah. And your shackles will be here. So that's the way that works. And the way we know how all that goes in the right spot is what we were talking about with the leaf spring simulator here.
Might be a little wonky because it's not completely 100% bolted up yet.
Yeah, but what'll happen is, what'll happen, Seth will bolt through here. There you go. So he knows when he welds this onto the jig, it is in the right place, so when you bolt it on your van, it'll hit the leaf springs right. Back here, the way he knows where this goes is we've got a mark on here that actually simulates this.
We've got to open them up a little bit.
Yeah, open the bit. So he'll put that in there and position it exactly where it needs to go, so that way we know that everything is exactly where it's supposed to go when it goes on your van and you bolt your leaf springs up. The only other thing we'll end up doing is the engine cradle, which is here. Yep. It welds to these pieces of angle here.
You can see it's 3 holes. I don't know if you can see because of the jig a little bit, but these 3 holes here.
These are the holes that the two-wheel drive suspension was bolted to on the van. So the engine cradle bolts directly to that. And these holes here, this simulates the motor mounts actually on the van here. So what we do is we line it up with the holes there, we mark it, cut off what we need, set it down in there, run the bolts through where the motor mounts are, and he welds it up to the pieces of angle. Here you go. It all does work when it all comes together, and everything is in the right place when you bolt it on the van. Everything works fine. So that's pretty much how the kit goes together. The only thing left to do is Seth will weld it all up, and once we get it welded up, he'll clean it up, prep everything, paint it, and then we'll ship it out to you.
All right, so the front plate is about halfway done. Got everything welded, some stuff tacked, but it looks like this all tacked up on the jig and it just comes right off. And everything I couldn't get to, obviously from the back side, that'll get welded. That's pretty much the kit right here. We're coming to the end of the day and got to this point on the kit. But from here, it's not much else. It'll just be a little bit deburred. As y'all know, welding can get a little messy. But from there, it'll be just cleaned up a little bit, painted. But yeah, I mean, just wanted to show y'all what the kit looks like raw and all the fabrication and everything. I think it was cool when you see something come together, you see it all in the raw metal form before it is painted. So yeah, just kind of wanted to show that, show the welds a little bit and just what it looks like. But yeah, like we said, the rear spring hangers, your engine cradle, and your front plate, along with your gussets, and then the shackles, the bolts, the bushings.
And then when we do it, we'll send anybody that buys a kit, you get a 2-hour install video where we did the installation on Olivia's van. And it's no two, you can tell when we cut, no two of these are exactly the same. There's blemishes, you might have an edge that ain't perfect, but they're all 100% handmade right here in the USA.
Yeah, that's another thing. It's a Lincoln plasma cutter, Lincoln welder, and some grinding wheels and flapper disc. And I mean, we wanted to show from start to end so y'all can see just our process and what this is like. And
nothing special, nothing fancy, just two old rednecks in a shop making metal.
But there you go. That's our kit. That's our 4x4 kit. And I don't know, if you're interested, check out the website, check out the forum, send us an email. You'll be actually talking to Dad directly. And yeah, that's pretty much it.